Alright, hope everyone's doing wonderful today. Today we got in store something a little bit different. Today I want to go over and check out my old NES or Nintendo Entertainment System. Just have some fun talking about it, viewing it, seeing some of the old games, talking about the controllers, stuff like that, and just really enjoying this old system, bringing it back to light, and I hope you all enjoy this type of thing. Anyways, I just have everything kind of set out right now, and I actually do in the background have like a tiny little monitor that we will be testing some stuff on just to have some fun with it. Anyways, I'm just going to slide these games to the side right now. Let's just take a look at the console or the system itself. So this is like the original NES or Nintendo Entertainment System right here on this kind of movable flap. Obviously, it's like a two-tone sort of gray, darker gray bottom, light gray top. Interesting sort of like grate right here. It does have some holes. You can kind of see some light poking through it. I think it's like some sort of ventilation or something like that. Obviously got the controller ports. It only supported, I believe, 2 players. I don't know if you could buy like a splitter and attach more controllers, but I don't remember games being more than like 2 players, to be honest. Obviously, you got the little LED light right here, which turns red when it's on. You got the power button, which kind of toggles. Got a nice real feel to it. And the reset button, which is just a spring button. It doesn't stick or anything. You push this to reset the system. Let's just flip it over on the bottom, read some of the literature on it. It says FCC ID. This is some sort of ID. Nintendo of America Inc. Made in Japan. Interesting. Device complies with FCC rules, Part 15. Operation subject to the following 2 conditions. The device may not cause human interference, and the device must accept any interference that may be received, including interference that may cause underside operations. Okay, so they just want it to be safe for people. Nintendo Entertainment System, the model number NES-001. Rating AC9V 850MA, and it was made in 1985 by Nintendo. And I guess some sort of patent, the adapter number, Nintendo customer service and warranty repair. Please call toll free the number. I wonder if this number is even a thing anymore. One thing I always thought was interesting, this little thing on the bottom, just kind of a little bit jiggle, it actually pops off. I don't know what the function of this is. I don't know if there was like, I know like the GameCube had like a Game Boy player adapter which you could like slap on the bottom. I don't know if the NES had like a similar attachment where you can like put it on the bottom, or maybe I think this is honestly just for cord management. Maybe run some cords through here and kind of wrap them around there and put them in there to kind of tighten it up a bit. Not really sure what this is. If any of you know what this is, I'd be super curious about it. There's not really anything on there except a little number 5. Yeah, but anyways, very cool. And you can see some like kind of cutaways, kind of to radiate the heat away, I guess. On the sides of it, just like the colors, I guess, is a very rectangular box. It is a little bit heavy, has a little bit of weight to it. I don't know if it's as like heavy as any of the newer systems. Probably not, or maybe, I'm not really sure. In the back, it has a nice labeled, which I love to see. AC adapter, you got the power adapter, you got channel 3 or channel 4. This is for selecting which channel you want it to display on your TV. You can change it to channel 3 or 4. And the AF switch, this is the audio frequency switch, which actually plugs in this sort of this input device, which you can connect it to your TV. We'll check that out in a minute. And you do have another input device if you want to connect it to your TV as well. You got an audio and a video. Very simple, just like an RCA cable. I think it only has mono audio because there's only one audio. But yeah, very cool. You got the video and audio right there, and you can plug this in the TV in case you don't want to use your sort of coaxial cable connection. And yeah, I don't even think consoles anymore have RCA. I could be wrong, and I know they don't have like a coaxial connection. So fun. And anything else going on here? No, not really. Let's check out. Oh yeah, this is where you actually put the cartridges in. You can kind of see in there. Not really a whole lot. In the bottom of it, there's like a bunch of pins ready to accept the cartridges. Think of the cartridges as like giant Game Boy cartridges, or like Nintendo DS cartridges, or like the Switch cartridges, except really old, really big, and probably laughable storage on them. You put the cartridge in here, and then you click it down, and then it like initializes. When you turn it on, when you push it down, it pushes the pins against the connectors. If you can kind of see, there is a row of like kind of colored gold-coated pins, and those need to touch the connectors in there to make the circuits connect, and then the game will run once you turn it on. So it's just an interesting system. Super cool, way before CDs or anything like that. But it's funny, we went from sort of like microchips to CDs, and now we're going back to like microchips again, which I think is interesting. Kind of cool. But yeah, anyways, let's just talk about the controllers a little bit. Obviously, this is the classic NES controller right here. It's got a very funky sort of connection type. They make it this funky shape just so you don't put it in upside down or anything like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got like 7 connections. Just go ahead and stick it in there. Simple, easy. And then this is it, the classic Nintendo controller. I really like how it has like this sort of colored, matte background on it. You got the A button, the B button, the start select, and the nice little D-pad. I was always fond of these. Even though they're like rectangular, I still find them pretty comfortable in the hands. The angles on the corners aren't too sharp, so they're not really like digging in you or anything like that. Just a really nice design, and I even think they make USB ones of these for your computer nowadays in case you want to play emulators or retro game. And yeah, just really cool. And on the back of it says Nintendo controller, model number NES-004, made in Japan. Really nice quality. The wiring isn't like fraying or like it isn't like dry rotted or anything like that, and it's quite old, so right on for them for using great materials. The A and the B button are hard. The start and select button are made of some like soft plastic, so it's got like a nice cushy feel to it. And yeah, just very simple. The games weren't too complex. You just had a few buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 total inputs. Very cool. And yeah, that is just the basic NES controller. Let's just pull this to the side right here. Whoa. Those are always kind of hard to pull out of there. I remember that. And then, where's the other one? Ah, yes. This is one of my favorite things from this whole system, the Zapper. I'm a huge fan of the Duck Hunt game. I don't know if it will work on the monitor I have in the background just because it isn't, what is it, a cathode ray tube or something like that. I'm not sure if it'll work. It's possible. We can try it. But this is just such a cool idea. It's like a light gun. If you look inside of it, you can't really tell what's going on. I know there's a light sensor. I know there's like a small little lens right here. I think I've unscrewed it in the past before. There's really not a whole lot going on. You got the nice little trigger. With the noise, you can hear the spring and feel the spring reverberate throughout the whole sort of gun. Just like a nice sort of futuristic design. Love the orange color. Love like the gray like inlay. Nintendo. 1985 Nintendo Zapper, model number NES-005, patent pending. Such a cool design, the Zapper. I actually like the Zapper so much. I played a game called Team Fortress 2, and I named my machina in that game the Zapper, just after this. Yeah, but really cool. Nice little addition. I don't know any other game that uses the Zapper other than like Duck Hunt. I could be wrong. I don't think it really works with other games, but yeah, very cool. And yeah, hopefully we'll be checking that out. Hopefully it works on the screen. I'm not really sure, but very cool. And again, this just plugs in regular, kind of just like the controller. I think you plug it in port 2. I don't remember, but yeah, such a cool little addition. I don't know if there's any other strange controllers that came out for the NES. I could be wrong, but this is just awesome. And I love the colors of it. And again, the wiring on it is perfect. Nothing's like dry rot or real hard or anything like that. I'm not worried about it breaking or bending. Absolutely fantastic. All right, let's check out like the power cable. This is just like a big old thick power cable. I actually plug it in a minute. Let's just take off this rubber band. It's always good for cord management. I got a giant power brick. It's actually more like a power cinder block. It's huge. It's actually got cobwebs in it, so let's read it. It just says Nintendo AC adapter. And just a little bit of information, made in Japan. What does it run on? It says output 1.3 amps, input 120 volts, 80 hertz, 17 watts, for use with video game NES-001 only. And that's what we got. So let's just plug in this huge brick, slide this over, and we're ready to plug it in. Obviously, you plug it right in where it says AC adapter. Boop. So now it should turn on. Oh wait, I don't know if this is on. There we go. And it's blinking red because there is no cartridge in there. And once you have a cartridge in there, I think it's a solid red light. Once you hit reset, it resets the system. But yeah, it just blinks red since there's no cartridge in there. We'll mess with that momentarily. And let's check out like one of the last parts. I always thought this was interesting. It was like a coaxial connection. Not many things use this. Your TV probably uses this to connect your cable box. I could be wrong. I don't know if most cable boxes nowadays, they probably just connect through HDMI. But I'm sure in your house somewhere, maybe through your internet or your modem, you probably still have a coaxial cable going on there. But back in the day, a lot of TVs, one of the inputs that they had was this coaxial cable, and it's just like a cable. You stick this in your TV, you screw it in the back. Let's just see. Let's just pop this TV thing over here. This is actually like my computer monitor slash TV. Oop, my background is getting messed up. There we go. Let's see. This is like my computer monitor slash TV. You got the cable antenna in right here. Oh yeah, antennas use the same thing. It's just like a threaded connection with like a big thick sort of copper just wire in the middle. You stick it in, and then you spin it to connect it. Most monitors nowadays probably don't have that. Only like TV does or TV tuners do. And one cool thing about this connection is actually it's like a pass-through. So if you want to connect it to your TV, you can still plug in your cable and your antenna, so you can still view cable and other stuff like that through your TV device. So it doesn't like take up the only slot on your TV, because most TVs only have one. So it is cool that they had this like pass-through connection on here. It says NES controller device. So you connect this to your NES, Nintendo RF switch, is a radio frequency switch, TV antenna, so you connect your cable or antenna in here, the model number NES-003, made in Japan. So we plug that in. I do also have, like I said, these RCA cables, the video and audio ones. I think they'll work in here. I'm not sure since this is like a component, but I'm pretty sure if I connect it to at least one of the audio channels and one of the video channels, it should still work. So maybe we'll test that as well. So there's multiple ways to actually connect the NES to your device. So that's kind of cool. But I guess let's just try this one first, just because I already screwed it in here. Well, let's see. And obviously this part just connects into, let's see if I can get these cables, cable management. It just connects into this part right here, the RF switch, which is right here. Very simple. I'm surprised it's not actually like a coaxial connection on the device itself. You think that it would probably have like a threaded connection, but I guess I just want to make it a little bit simpler or different or a little less confusing. Yeah, because I guess if it had a coaxial connection, you probably just connect it from here to your TV, and yeah, I guess that's probably why they did that. Then you got the device itself ready to be set up. We plug in a controller, and let's just also check out some of the games I have for it before we test anything and have some fun. I haven't turned this thing on in who knows how long. Hopefully it still works. Hopefully it's still got the juice and the ability to function. So yeah, hopefully. But let's just check out some games I have first. I actually do have a nice little collection of games. I actually bought some online probably like 7 years ago or more or less. I don't really know. So I do have some random ones, some that I haven't played a whole lot. Obviously, my favorite one of all times is definitely this. I do like how they come in, some of these come in these sleeves, these Nintendo sort of sleeves, make you think of like a floppy disk holder or something. It is Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt. So cool. It's an awesome like dual game. You can play the original Mario Brothers or the Duck Hunt, which uses the Zapper. Very cool. A Nintendo Entertainment System, official Nintendo, seal of quality, and yeah, just a fantastic game. I think this actually came with this system. I could be wrong. This system actually came out before I was born, so I think this was like my dad's or something like that. I don't really know how we got it in the family, but this was actually a little bit before my time even. But yeah, this is just one of the cartridges. They're all the same size just because they have to fit inside of the same sort of docking port. They do have this little thin part right here. You might be wondering, what is that? That's actually for just taking the cartridge and getting a little bit easier grip on it with your fingers. And it says up here, Super Mario Bros. / Duck Hunt. Caution, do not store in extreme temperatures, do not immerse in water, do not clean with benzene, thinner, alcohol, or other such solvents. Nintendo, 1985, Nintendo patent pending. Made in Japan. It's very cool, these cartridges. Again, if you take this apart, it's just like a microchip board in here. And you can see all these connections, these like lines. All of those have to make an individual connection with one of the connectors inside of here for it to turn on. So I have Mario Bros. Duck Hunt. I got, let's just go through these. I got Duck Hunt, probably my favorite one. Another one of these in cases. I don't have cases for every game. I don't know why, but yeah. I got Super Mario Bros. 3. Not gonna lie, this one feels a lot heavier than this one right here. It just feels a lot heavier. I think there's just a lot more chips and stuff inside of it. Super Mario Bros. 3, he's got his like flying ears, made in Japan. Very cool. It's pretty much the same thing on the back. Revision A. What else we got? Such a classic game. Actually really like this game. Tetris from Russia with fun. Interesting. I thought it would be From Russia with Love. Nintendo Entertainment System. Tetris is a fun game. I know they have like Tetris competitions. It can be a hard game, but it's a lot of fun too. And same sort of thing. Most of these have the same color plastic, except for whatever reason Zelda has a shiny one, maybe for marketing. And this storage case is actually non-labeled, so it's just like maybe an unofficial one. I don't know. I also got another sweet game right here. I got Metroid, the original Metroid, Samus, when she can turn into a little ball and fight the aliens. Again, this one's kind of heavy, got a little bit of gook on it. Adventure series made in Japan, very cool. And yeah, 1985. Awesome little sticker of Metroid right there. Very cool stuff. What else I got? I got Rampage, an interesting game where you're like these giant monsters destroying the city. I think I played this game. I know they made other revisions of it or other versions of it for other systems, and that was always fun. You could like walk around and kind of fight the city as like Godzilla or like King Kong or something like that. Definitely a reference to King Kong. He's like holding a woman in his hands. It's like definitely a reference to Godzilla, except it's like looks like an iguana, and this guy's just standing there screaming out his window, his cigar fell out of his mouth. #1 arcade hit, and it is also an arcade game, so I think it was ported from arcade to the NES. Very cool. Official Nintendo seal of quality, Data East. Very cool game, and I guess it still has a price on it. I don't know where I got this from. I think this is like a game, what is it, GameStop or GameSpot back in the day when they used to sell that stuff. I could be wrong, but $15. I don't know if these things are going up in value or gone down in value. No idea. Got another game right here. I got Dracula's Curse. I don't know much about this game. I think I bought this one online not too long ago. I don't know if I played it a whole lot. But creepy looking art. Looks like he's got his whip. Got some skeleton he's fighting. Not sure what that dragon is in the background. Just looks like some adventure game. Oh wait, no, this is Castlevania. I love Castlevania. Okay. Yeah, this is a crazy game. Hard game. You like have a whip and you have to like get yourself through it. I always remember bats flying down. It'd be really hard to beat it. This is Castlevania, Dracula's Curse. I remember this game from when I was younger. Cool game. Let's see what else I got. I got the Zelda game, The Legend of Zelda. This is like the first Zelda. I bought this one online. This game is hard. I definitely couldn't beat it. Maybe I could if I put in a lot of time and hours, but I just didn't have the patience since I bought it later in life. But very cool, just like gold, kind of shiny, almost metallic looking. It has been a little bit worn, has a little bit of a crack in it right here. And yeah, and actually the different one about this one, I think it comes with a battery inside of it. This game pack contains batteries. It may be damaged if game pack is removed or inserted with the power on or the power button. Power switch is turned on and off rapidly. Okay, so it says don't just mess with it inside your system. You could fry it or something like that. And I think it had a battery for like an internal clock or something like that, or saving. I don't really know, but I know Legend of Zelda was like a step forward for the gaming world with the inclusion of a battery inside of the cartridge. Because with the battery, it could actually save information on here, as in like what is it? Let's see, Metroid. Like Metroid, there really was no saving in this game, but I know if you died, it said, here is the code to get you back to here, and you'd have to write down that code, because when you turned off the system, nothing would be saved on here. It'd go back to its like zero state, and you'd have to type in the code to get you there, or start over. But I think Zelda it just had like a save state system, so I think that's what the battery was. It could actually save information on here, so even if you turned off the system, your game file would still be there. So really cool, big improvement in the gaming world. Adding saves. A Nintendo Entertainment System, cool little crest there, hearts, a key, and like a dragon craft. Legend of Zelda, experience the challenge of endless adventure. Very cool. When did this come out? Made in Japan, doesn't really say the year. Okay. What do I got? I got Rollerball. It's like a pinball, almost like Windows pinball or something like that. Yep, just like a pinball game. Very cool. I got the Donkey Kong Classic, probably similar to like the arcade version. I don't really remember. And obviously Mario is like the hero in this game. He wants to save whoever's, I think it's like a princess at the top of the tower, and he has to like climb up this kind of winding maze, jumping over barrels to bash Donkey Kong on the head. Even though they both look kind of friendly, Mario's still whooping on him, and he's holding his baby right there with Junior. Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr., two great games in one pack. Oh, interesting. So this is it's a double game. Very cool. I think I bought this one later as well. And all of them have like the same little message on the back. Very lightweight game, this one. Got a small other little collection right here. I got Dr. X Mario. I think this is like kind of like a early like Candy Crusher type of game. You have to match up colors of the pills, and like kind of like a Tetris clone. I think it is like Nintendo's official stab at like a Mario branded Tetris sort of. It's a fun game. It's a fun game for sure. Got like a price sticker still on there. I got Othello. I remember my grandfather playing this game on his NES, and he also had the Super Mario as well. But this is an interesting game. It's like a mixture of like chess and checkers, but really not like them. You have to like match colors, and if you have to like kind of control the board with your color. You're fighting against the opposite color. And it's just like a fun sort of board game to play. Nice to see it in like a digital format. And this game company's still around. I think they've made like Torok or something. I could be completely wrong. Looks like I got another game, Dragon Warrior. This one actually has like, you can hear like some spring reverberation in there. Dragon Warrior, your magical quest begins. Search for the dragon's lair. Very cool. Don't really know much about this game. I think I bought it later in life. And yeah, this one contains batteries as well, so I think it is a save game. If you are saving your game information for later play, you must hold the reset button on the control deck while turning off the power. Failure to do so may result in the loss of your stored game information. So still, even if you saved it on here, if you turned it off without hitting the reset button, it could just sort of flash it and completely just erase your save. So they're still working out the bugs on there. Very cool. I'm sure probably Legend of Zelda had problems with that, and then they included this inclusion on here. Next one I have this golf game. I definitely remember this one. My grandfather had this one as well. I remember my brother playing it too. It's an interesting game. It's like a golf simulator, like a sort of top-down looking game. In case you can't play golf in real life, you might as well play it on the NES. This is a fun game. And then I also got like Silent Service Ultra. I think it's like a battleship sort of simulator. I don't really remember. Super clean cartridge. Super clean. Ultra, just cool battleships. And he's looking in the submarine. Yeah, but that's sort of all the games I have. It's quite a bit of them, actually. And yeah, I guess what I want to do now is let's see if we can test one of these. Let's try obviously the classic. Let's tilt this up a bit. Oop, get this looking good. Okay, let's see what it's looking like. And open up. Well, first of all, what you want to do, you want to open up the system, take the cartridge, obviously logo side face up, slide it in the slot until you feel resistance and push it even further, and it kind of clicks in. And then to initialize the game, you push it down, and you can turn on the system, and hopefully it works. So let's turn on this monitor, turn on the system. I think I have to turn it to like channel 3 or something like that. Let's see. Got the NES right here. And what do we got? The monitor. Analog 4. No signal. What is this? Channel 3. Okay, I think this is the channel it's supposed to be on. It's possible that this game is super dusty, and obviously an old cartridge, if you ever had like one of these or N64, you gotta blow off the dust. Just kind of make these connections again. This flashing red light is not what you want to see. You want to see the solid red light. So whatever reason, it's not making connections right now. Let's see. Sometimes you gotta adjust the cartridge in there. There we go. Looks like it's gonna start working. Or not. Come on, NES. You can do it. Alright, let's get this going. I really want this to work. It should work. I don't think this stuff should be so hard to start. I'm going to be very bummed if this doesn't turn on. Oh, I just saw something. Sometimes you got to like tilt the cartridge a bit. You can see tilting the cartridge just completely messes it up. Okay, pushing it in very hard. Let's turn it on. Well, I guess it's working, so let's go ahead and start it. Let's go ahead and click start the game. Let's turn up the volume on here. World 1 Mario. Oh man, this is some old stuff right here. And I wonder if it would look better quality with the AV cables. We'll try that in a minute. Oh, I jumped past the secret mushroom. So I'll just probably beat the first level. And obviously you can spit fireballs now. Oh no! The secret to this game is running with B and jumping at the same time. Fantastic game. Awesome. And then the easiest way to reset it is obviously just hit the reset button. So, boop. Let's hit the reset button. Let's plug in the blaster. And let's see if we can play some Duck Hunt. I think you plug the blaster in slot 2 or the Zapper. You scroll down to Duck Hunt. You start it. Let's see. Man, this is such some old stuff. I love it. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work since this isn't a CRTV, since it is like an LCD TV. I don't think the technology really works. Yeah, it's not going to work. It is registering the clicks and the fires, but it ain't going to work. That's a shame. So Duck Hunt won't work. You have to play it on a CRT TV or cathode ray tube TV to get it to register with this sort of device. But yeah, very cool. So anyways, let's just try a couple more games. Before that, I want to see if I can get... Whoa. Oh my. I want to see if I can get it to work with on these red audio video cables. Red and yellow audio video cables. It might look a little bit better quality. So give me a moment as I try to plug this in with you all. Okay. You got the yellow and the red. And then in the back of the TV, I believe yellow is video. So I think it's this one. And then just one of the channels of audio. It should be like that. I could be wrong. Let's just get it going. Let's see if I can do input. Input. Let's go to component. How do I don't know how this... Wish I had the remote. Input. No. Okay, let's turn it on. Okay, component. Let's go to component. Does it look better? Okay, let's see. And it looks a little bit better actually. I would say it doesn't look as like kind of shaky. Okay, so the AV cable still to work even if it is a component TV. So let's go ahead and try some other games real quick just to have some fun with it. I know. Alright, let's just try a couple more games. Let's just go ahead and let's see what we got. Let's see if we can go ahead and do some Metroid, the original Metroid. Obviously I'm going to blow off the cartridge just because they're dusty. And I think this one I have, if I remember correctly, I have to actually put it in and have it a little bit tilted to the right to get it to load. Just, I guess, the orientation of the pins inside of the cartridge. Let's see if I can get it turn 1. There we go. Obviously, you got Metroid, and you can continue if you know the correct password. Like I said, if you died in the game, it would spew out a password, and you type it in to continue. But we're just going to start. Obviously, this is the original Metroid. Samus in her suit, and you have to go around and kind of get all your upgrades and beat that, like, space boss. Alright, let's just run around a little bit. Got the bats flying in the sky. I remember those ones were quite annoying. I do like jumping in this game with the spin. It's pretty cool. Alright. Just going past all these areas. And some of the areas right now are off limits until you get like the correct power-ups. Oh, ow, ow. Up, up, up. Owie. I got 21 energies. It's a hard game. So right now, I guess I was supposed to go left first. Well, it doesn't really matter because you eventually get the ball power up, which you can actually turn into the little sphere and roll through there. So right now, Can't even do that. And yeah, let's just check out a couple more games before I end this video, just because I'm having so much fun. So we checked out the Metroid, we checked out Dr. Mario, we checked out the original Super Mario Brothers. Too bad that the Zapper doesn't work with the TVs. Let's play the original Tetris. Let's play a little bit of that. I love Tetris. It's a fun game. Let's see. And these controllers, absolutely love them. I absolutely love them. Let's see, it looks like it's blue. That doesn't seem right, so I forgot to blow off the cartridge. There we go. Come on, Tetris. And we're golden. 1987. Let's just go. Obviously, Tetris, you gotta make some lines. Boom. I'm already professional. Let's see what we got. Drop this. Need a big cube. I don't like this one. I'm just gonna do this. I am not playing this super well. I should stop putting those cubes there. I want to get one of those just really long ones. There's a long one. Let's get one more. I need one more long one. The music is quickening. So this is bad. This is real bad. I am by no means a Tetris master. So pretty much I just lost the game. Let's just finish it. Alright, Tetris. That's my go at Tetris. Alright, let's check out a couple more games. Definitely not going to try them all just because there's way too many to try out. Let's try some Castlevania. Where's that? I really liked that game when I was younger. Here we go. Castlevania. Obviously, I'm going to blow off the bottom of the cartridge. Just because I'm sure it might have an error if I don't. Close it up. And fingers crossed, it starts right off the bat. Beautiful. Love it. Again, this one has a password system where you can continue if you know it. Enter your name. Blue. There we go. And you have your whip. You can whip the fire. And then there's like bats and stuff. You can hit these candles. Got a heart. You can throw swords. Through the first door we go. Most of these games back then were like side-scrolling games. It's a very interesting concept. I wonder if they envisioned three-dimensional games. The stairs in this game, though, are kind of hard to use and kind of hard to see sometimes. Okay. Oh, wait. Yeah. It's hard to even see them. There's a staircase right here. Here we go. Up we go. Up we go. And I'm pretty sure there's bats that fly down. Oh, I don't like those bats. I always remember not liking them. I think there's another one coming soon. Oi! I think I see the bat right there. Gotcha. There's another bat to the left. Let's hit these candles up here. Cool. But yeah, this stuff is just so fun for me and interesting. I hope you guys get enjoyment out of this too. I just think it's a lot of fun to just check out these old systems, kind of just have a little bit of fun with it, explain it, and just say my feelings on it. I think this is such a big step in the gaming universe and world. This system, I think it was one of the main systems that got gaming into people's households and became more of a common thing. And yeah, I just hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just want to say, I thank you all for stopping by. I just want to say, hope you're all doing wonderful. Hope you're all staying safe. And keep on keeping on. And I'll catch you on the next one. And have a beautiful, wonderful day.